Welcome to another episode of Unique Mecca Audio, man. This one here gonna be about the Philly car. Y'all been asking about the Philly car. I'm gonna tell you about the Philly car, my man Biz. Alright? So don't say I didn't tell you. Alright?
Hi guys, welcome to Platinum Cuisines. We're located on the North Mile in Freeport.
Tune in to Unique Mecca Audio.
Alright, you know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. I'm gonna tell you about my man Biz. Biz from Philly. Y'all from Philly, y'all know about Biz. You know what I mean? If you don't, then you don't know. But I'm out in Lone Park with my man Biz. I just get to Lone Park. And when I get to Lone Park, my man Big C in the hole. I told you about Big C yesterday. I got another. I might do a Big C joint all this week because he was a real character. You know what I mean? Official character. Now, Big Biz used to run up on the C. You know, Biz was younger than us, but Big was big. He was Broly. I mean, Biz was big like Suge Knight, dark skin, but you know, he wore the institutional glasses that looked like nerd glasses, but it wasn't nothing nerdy about Big Biz. You know, I got a few stories about him too. That's a gorilla. Like I said, he ran up on the Big C, so he picked up the guerrilla tactics. Now, we out in Lone Park, you know what I mean? But before I even go in there, let me just say this. Yo, you got weak dudes in every car. Dudes make mistakes in every car. So don't get offended if a story that I tell, you know what I mean, might, where, your car might have acted this way or, a person might have acted that way. That was just because of where they at. Like when we out west, it might be 10 people from New York. When California people is out east, it might be only 10 people from out there. And it depends on what 10 caliber men is out there for how that 10 carry the car and hold it down for the car. You understand? And that's all I'm gonna say. So you get that. But anyway, I get to Lone Park, and when I get there, my man Big C, he in the hole. So I just miss C. So seeing the hole, and he leave word with everybody there when he heard that I'm coming. He said, yo, my little brother Unique coming. Make sure y'all hold him down because if anything happened and I'm going to wind up seeing you in another spot. You know what I mean? Because that's my brother. You know what I mean? So now when I get there, Big Biz from Philly, Big Biz and Big C, they sparred together. So Biz picking up a lot of C's ways. You understand? And C was the type to just take something from you. You know what I mean? If it's something you wanted, he taking it. You understand? He ain't gonna sneak thief it. He ain't gonna do none of that. You know what I mean? But now Big Biz, big like one of them, like Suge Knight, look like a football player, about 280, solid chest sticking out. He 22 years old, dark skin. So we out at Lone Park, and I'm sitting up on the fence, and I do this a lot. You know what I mean? I put my hand on my chin a lot. So I'm leaning up on the bar, and I got my hand up on my chin, and I'm just chilling, leaning up on the rail in the back by the laundry, overlooking the yard. So, Big Biz sitting next to me. He just staring me down. I see him keep cutting his eyes at me. So I'm holding him, you know what I mean? I'm holding him in my vision, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm feeling my cold knife, you know what I mean? On my belly button. To let me know that if this big boy jump out there, at least I got something to defend myself. Because one-on-one, without that, ain't too much I could do with Big Biz. I ain't even going to front. Like I said, I keep it 100. But I'm sitting there like this, and I got my legs crossed, and I'm leaned on the rail. I'm chilling like this. And, Big Biz leaned over to me. He said, man, you a real fly nigga. You know what I mean? I looked at him. I said, what's up? And he said, nah, I'm just checking you out. You real cool. I see just everything about you. I see why, why I see fuck with you, you know what I mean? He said, man, you a cool nigga, you a fly nigga, you know what I mean? And I said, I'm just chilling, man, doing me observing, the new compound, because I'm just getting there. So, when you get to a new compound, you got to really sit back and observe. And that's the problem with a lot of the young guys that I see out here. No disrespect to them, just letting y'all know, so maybe y'all pick up a jewel from the old head, The young boys, they like to talk, you know what I mean? When you go into a new prison or a new environment, new neighborhood, even out of town, when I was on the street, when I hit, D.C., Virginia, Atlanta, North Carolina, wherever I go, first thing I got to do is sit back and observe. First thing I got to do is sit back and observe. You know what I mean? You got to look, listen, and observe. You understand what I'm saying? By keeping your mouth shut. You know what I mean? You don't open your mouth. You know what I mean? Because every time you open your mouth, you stop your ears from listening. You know what I mean? And you want your ears to always be listening. When you learn to be able to listen and open your mouth, then you mastered the art of communication and survival. So that's where we at. So now we locked up, you know what I mean? So, we locked up, and Big C, give Big Biz and, the Crip car, the blood car, and everybody that's out there, he let them know they coming. Because when you get ready to come to a jail, they put you on a laundry list and you know who coming or whatever. You know what I mean? But let me get to the moral of the story, the meat of this. So now, Big Biz come to the yard one day. You know what I mean? He come to the yard one day and he got a bunch of Fiend magazines. Fiend magazine is porno magazines. In prison, we call them Fiend magazine because you be fiending, masturbating, you be fiending. So, he got a bunch of Fiend magazines, right? About 5 Fiend magazines. And, he didn't just have no regular, Players, or Penthouse or Playboy. He had what they call crack of the Fiend magazines. This is Buttman, Rocco Stefano or something. It's a magazine they got called Buttman that show hardcore penetration. You know what I mean? But that's the name of the joint, But this joint here was so crazy, man. He come out there and he's like, yo, I got these 5 magazines here. Each magazine go for like 300. That's what they go for because, a lot of times it's hard to get, magazines where you see penetration, where the dick going in the vagina. You understand what I'm saying? But this magazine, they had all that, you know what I mean? So it's not like it go close to it and they click the picture. They had it in it and showed everything, you know what I mean? No disrespect to the youth watching or the parents of the youth watching, but just letting y'all know what it is. But he had these magazines. That was the title of the magazine. You go look them up online. They call Buttman. You know what I mean? Rocco Stefano or something push it. But now, dude sit there and he said, yo, I got these 5 magazines. They 300 a piece. So we talking about 1,500. He said, man, just give me 20 books. You know what I mean? 20 books and 5 books is stamped, that's $100. You get 25 books for 100. He didn't even say give me 25. He said, yo, just give me 5 books, 20 books, And I say, bet. So he gave me the 5 magazines and I go back in the unit and I hear dudes in there talking that they man down another unit got robbed for his Buttman magazines out of his locker. You understand what I'm saying? So now, I'm listening. I got the joints. My man ain't tell me he stole the magazines. You know what I mean? But, I'm not showing them to everybody anyway because you don't mingle with everybody and like that. But I'm hearing them talking about dude got his Buttman magazines, stolen out his locker, And I just bought 5 Buttman magazines. So now I put them in the locker. So the next move, I go to the yard and I push up on my man Biz. I said, yo, Biz, these magazines ain't stolen, are they? He said, nah, come on, OG. I ain't going to do nothing like that. They ain't stolen. They taken. I said, what you mean? He said, man, I ain't steal them. I said, well, I hear dudes in the unit mumbling that one of their homies got their magazines stolen out their locker. He said, nah, man. He said, He said, I'm not stealing, not no lock. He said, C taught me better than that. Big shout out Supreme Team. He said, Big C taught me better than that. I'm not stealing nothing out nobody locker. You know what I mean? I said, so what happened? Where this coming from? And he said, yo, look, I rolled up in the cell. Dude in the cell by himself. You know what I mean? I went in there. I kicked his lock off his locker, with him sitting on the bed. I went in his locker and I took what I wanted. I took the 5 magazines, I took the gold chain he had on the locker, you know what I mean? And I took a bunch of mackerels and stuff so I could have something to eat, because he's 280, So I said, oh, so you went down there, kicked off his locker, took the joints, and then brought them out here and sold them. He said, yeah, he was right there in the cell when I took it. I said, then why is he saying that, he got robbed? I said, man, Biz said, man, he trying to save face. I said, save face? He said, yeah, he trying to save face. I said, nah, man, come on. So he said, hold up. Matter of fact, come on, take a spin with me around the track. So me and Biz walking around the track and he telling me some old Philly stories, about the young black junior mafia and all that and, how he came up and we just kicking it. Then we see dude. So Biz said, yo, come here, man. You know what I mean? So he come over there, he all scared and timid. So Biz said, yo, I robbed your locker? And he said, nah, Biz, you ain't robbed my locker. You know what I mean? I said, so he said, I ain't going for nothing like that. You ain't robbed my locker. He said, hold up, stop the bull. This is my OG here, man. You know what I mean? Word got back to him that I robbed Jalaka. And he said, nah. He said, I would tell my OG what happened. You know what I mean? How I get them magazines. He said, nah, I was sitting down in the bed writing my girl a letter, and you came in and, you know what I mean? My locker was locked, so you just kicked the lock off, and you took the magazines and a few things you wanted, but it's all right, you can have that. You know what I mean? You can have that. You know what I mean? So Biz said, all right, well, I'm not going to go say nothing to nobody, but you telling your peoples that you got robbed, now I'm going to have to defend my actions if a dude come to me thinking that I did some more sneak thieving, because I'm a taker. I'm not a thief. You know what I mean? I took that from you, right? He said, yeah, Biz. He said, all right, well, this is what we're going to do. You know what I mean? Either you're going to tell your people you got those magazines back, you know what I mean? Or you're going to tell your people that I took them from you, and then me and you going to go at it, you know what I mean? Over those magazines, you know, that you didn't want to go over, get into it with me for in the sale. But you can go get your knife, go get your homeboys, and we could meet out here, and you tell your homeboys that I took those magazines out your sale, and then we could go and we could handle our business, and then your homies could jump in or whatever they want to do, and we go from there. You know? So this is how Biz carried it. So I'm just getting there. So I'm sitting there. This is Lump Park for real. If y'all from Lump Park, you know what I'm talking about. So now when he tell him that, he said, so either you go let him know you find the magazines, or you go get your knife and come back out here and you come handle your business if you feel I stole those from you. Because I took those from you. And I take anything you got. So you need to watch your mouth before I go tell your homies that I took it from you. Because you know if I tell your homies I took that from you, you know they're going to punish you and run you up top. So either you deal with me or you deal with your homies, but stop this F shit talking about, you know what I mean? Somebody stole something out your locker, because we don't have no thieves in the New York and Philly car. We don't do the stealing. So dude like, nah, no, bitch. He said, okay, so then why my homie just getting off the bus and he hearing people saying that you got your magazines, your fiends stolen out your locker? He said, nah, bitch, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to handle that right now. I'm going to just let him know that I forgot I loaned it. So he said, bitch, I don't care what you tell him. But you need to tell him something or get your knife and come see me, because I took those. And I'm telling you I took them. I'm telling you I got them. I'm telling you if you want them, go get your knife and meet me out here. Now, what would you youngins do? A man tell you that. Roll up in your locker, kick your locker off, with you sitting there writing your girl, go in your locker, take your stuff. You know what I mean? Go take your stuff, you know what I mean? And then walk out the cell. What would you do? You want to put yourself in that situation? If you want to put yourself in that situation, you keep doing what you're doing. I'm telling you, this is how I go down in the prison. That's just one of the gladiator stories. I'm going to tell you another one, how Biz rolled up on another dude when we was in Lee County. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Biz in the Philly car. Y'all want the Philly car story. That's how Philly moving. You know what I mean? But like I said, the homie ran up on the big C, so he picked up the guerrilla tactics, because C is the gorilla, man. Big shout out again to the Supreme Team. Anytime I say C, I got to say the Supreme Team. You know what I mean? Because he was allegedly, you know what I mean, one of the, hitmen for the team, put in his work. Everybody know. You know what I mean? I ain't going to show you a picture of C yet. I still got a couple more Big C stories to tell you. But this is about one of his proteges, Big Biz. Big shout out to Big Biz. Biz, anybody know Big Biz in Philly that was out in Lump Park? Hit me up, man. You know what I mean? Hit me up, But I got a few different joints from Philly, but I don't like to give them up too much, because people try and find things, to play with the word. Yo, I just talk the way I talk. So it ain't no, and the way we normally talk. And it's the way I talk if I was in your face. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not a disrespect to you. It's just, this is the way I talk. So if I say, Mexicans, it's not being disrespectful, because the same way I say black, so I say niggas. And I'm not disrespecting my people. But that's just the way we talk. You understand what I'm saying? In New York, we you know what I mean? They say Germans. You know what I mean? To mean Latin people. You understand what I'm saying? And, come on, man. We're not going to go nitpicking over that, because like I said, hey, Unique Mecca Audio, I'm just trying to reach the youth, and I'm telling them the stories, and I'm telling them as raw as possible, so that hopefully they can see that this thing is real and don't play no games and don't get involved. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's not worth it. So if you want to join the movement, join the movement. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, we get ready to start something Harlem Machines. You know what I mean? Unique Mecca Audio Harlem Machines. We're going to start Harlem Machines. We already got a Facebook up called Harlem Machines. It's Harlem_machines. Go over there and send a picture of your car and your contact information. And next time we have a ride out, you welcome to come. You ain't got to be from Harlem. Just got to have a nice old school car or a nice new car, whatever car you like, you want to show off, you want to ride. We're going to go down Midtown and we're going to bend 2 corners in the hood. But anyway, back to the story. So Biz had to check dude and let dude know where he coming from. That, yo, don't put me in no thieving category, man. I ain't never been no thief. You understand what I'm saying? So, dude went back, told his people what happened, and then Biz said, man, you know what? I should just run him up top, for even, letting them get some bullcrap message, like somebody stole something from him, when I went and took that from this man, So, I'm just meeting the kid Biz, so, I don't say nothing. I keep it to myself. I say, yo, whatever you want to do, big dog. But, good looking on the magazines. You know what I'm saying? But, that's what it is. I mean, but, it is, man. I'm just dead, man. But, that's one for the Philly car. Make sure you copy your book of Roaring Harlem at roaringharlem.com, man. Copy your book of Roaring Harlem at roaringharlem.com, man. Got the audio book over there. It's fire. You know what I mean? And, it is what it is. We do what we do. And remember, if you feel you're strong enough to stay in the game, I'm telling you don't stay in the game. So don't say Unique encouraging no bull crap for you to hustle. I'm telling you it ain't worth it. If you feel you're strong enough, you know what I mean? Just make sure you get picked up, to play by the rules. You heard what my man Jimmy Finger said. You know what I mean? Make sure you know how to play by the rules. You know what I mean? Because like I said, my man Jimmy been down since he was 22. He 50 now. That's 28 years old. He got 9 life sentences plus 300 years. And you heard him right here tell you that he'll die in prison before he tell. And he's fighting to get out of prison. And if he died fighting, you know what I mean? Rest in peace to my big uncle David Hyatt that died with all his legal papers on his bed fighting for his life. You know what I mean? He had cancer. He died with all his legal papers on his bed fighting for his life because he refused to tell. Big shout out to David Hyatt. That's the cloth I'm talking about. And that's the cloth that I'm trying to tell y'all, stay away from so you don't have to try and be like that cloth, because a lot of y'all ain't going to be able to make it, because when them people come at you and start talking about life in 50 years and 80 years, and I already know, and you already know, because y'all on YouTube yelling at you telling. And I'm telling you, we ain't trying to put ourselves in that situation so we don't have to do it. You know what I mean? But big shout out to Biz, man. Tell Big Biz to hit me up, man. If anybody know Revis out there in LA, hit me up about Revis, man. But, thank you for tuning in at Unique Mecca Audio. All right?
Hi guys, welcome to Platinum Cuisines. We're located in Freeport on the Nordica Mile. Just wanted to introduce my partner, Amy.
Hi guys, how are you? And this is my sister-in-law, Diana, another partner. I just ask that you come support our minority-owned business. We serve Asian fusion, Caribbean cuisine, and we have a beautiful restaurant located on the Nautical Mile in Freeport, New York. And we're asking that you come check us out, and also make sure to tune in to Mecca Audio TV.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
What?
Fresh out the can of 26,
yeah.
He back on the strip, getting back in the mix.
Yeah.
What he mentions a gift.
Right.
You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this.
Real.
Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit.
Yeah.
Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn.
Real.
Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops. Mecca Audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican buzz downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them, cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the rudiments.